Let me just get everything situated. It is 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, my time. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Because like I said, I know a lot of people might be at work, but if you're going to be able to catch the replay, just put replay in the chats if you're going to catch the replay. I got you, Chelsea. Thank you. All right. So, like I said, this is the first live. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be fancy. It's just me having a conversation with my crew, with my people, just schooling you in from my point of view on things, reason why I created this group, exactly what are digital products, just giving you my background of how I started with them. A lot of things people may not tell you, that may be confusing in the beginning. So I'm just going to share with you my journey, give you some more tips, and give you some more definitions on what everything is. So to begin, my name is Jasmine. I'm the creator and founder of this group, the Digital Crafts Academy. How did this group come to existence is I have a passion of talking to people, and I have a passion of helping people and teaching people. Can I get it more organized? I can. I'm slowly working on that. But this group is really designed for our community of crafters who are trying to get into the digital product space. Now, how did I get into that space? I started crafting probably about 8 years ago, back in 2016, 2017. So that's when I really started crafting. I started creating the custom t-shirts, the party favors, the edible treats, all of the stuff that crafters do. And I did that for years, had fun doing that, but life came, and with life, sometimes you have to pivot, sometimes you have to make changes to fit your lifestyle. Everything doesn't last for forever. So I had to make a change because kids started getting involved in things, just job, all of that. So that's how I birthed the 9 to 5 digital sister. Now on the title, it may seem like it says 925 digital sister, but actually the name is 925 digital sister. And that is to create this visual that people that have a 9 to 5 can still create crafts, can still create whatever business that you want to do and keep your 9 to 5. Now, a couple years ago or months ago, I was on a train of quit your 9 to 5 and do this full time. I'm going to tell you that's hectic. And if you don't have the means, especially the funds in this industry, the way the world is going now, how high things are, I'm not an advocate of just quitting your 9 to 5 until you get yourself set up. Everything comes in seasons. It may not be your time to quit your 9 to 5, but you can still have a profitable business or side hustle, whatever you want to call it, and still do your 9 to 5. And with crafting, that's essentially what I did. I crafted and I still kept my job. But then I transitioned to something, I need something a little bit more easier because coming home from work at 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening and creating crafts till 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, I have to be back up at 6 or 7 in the morning. That was draining me out. And not only to say, okay, taking my entire lunch breaks to go to the post office to drop off packages or to do, the necessary tasks that I needed to do, that was becoming stressful. So that's how, with another business coach, I was introduced to digital products. I was like, okay, that seems like that's the way to go. So that's how I birthed 9 to 5 digital sister. That's what that means. And that's what that movement means, is to teach and show other women that have 9 to 5, especially in the crafting industry, that you can still craft and keep your 9 to 5. It can be done. But now technology, the internet has made things so much easier for us to be able to sell online versus physical crafts or craft shows or things of that nature. There is a way that you can do it by online. So that's a little introduction about me, who I am, and my background. So I'm going to explain to you why I started creating these weekly live sessions. These weekly live sessions are, like I said, nothing fancy. It's just a conversation that we can have with each other. Ask any questions. I'll give y'all my point of view, any tips that I can give you. And it's I know it's during the day. Right now, I don't have anything to do during the day. So, of course, it will be up in the Facebook group. But like I said, Facebook has sent out notifications that beginning in July that they're going to be they're going to be deleting live videos from the group with the after 30 days old. So these will be up until then. Feel free to catch the replays as long as they're available. But that's the reason why I wanted to do the weekly live sessions, just to fill you guys in, because I know, the internet and social media is flooded with so much content, especially in the text form, that a lot of people really don't. You can read posts and text, but you're not grasping the understanding. Some people are visual learners, and some people like me, you have to talk to me and tell me and explain to me. I don't. And that's why I say about text messages, I don't get in my feelings, or try not to get in my feelings about text messages, because they can be interpreted the wrong way without the proper tone. So that's the reason why I wanted to do the weekly lives, and I'll continue to do these as long as I'm available and I'm able to do this. And each week we'll have a different topic. I normally post a post in the group on Tuesdays asking you guys to drop your comments below what topic that you want to talk about. So those will come out on Tuesday, and you can let me know what the next week that we want to talk about. And if you guys have any questions, of course, I'll answer it at the end of this live. Like I said, I'm reading from my notes. This is nothing fancy. I had to type it out because if I don't have notes, I'll get on here and talk to y'all for 4 or 5 hours, but I can't do that because I know some of y'all are on lunch break, and it's called a lunch break conversation, and I have other things that I have to do today. So let's go ahead and jump into what are digital products to a crafter. So digital products are items that you create once and you can sell over and over without making them again. I know that sounds redundant. We've heard that all before. You may have heard people or seen reels on social media that says, all you have to do is go into Canva, create this ebook or create this, sell it 10 times, and you made X amount of dollars for the month. Yeah, that is true to an extent. That is true to an extent, but to a beginner, they don't understand all of the things in the background that you have to do in order to, from the beginning, from creating the actual product all the way to delivering the product to your customer. So you can go into Canva all day and edit or purchase any digital files and edit them and put all the fancy fonts and pictures and stuff on them. But if you don't complete the steps all the way to the end, to in your customer's hand, they have their digital file and they can do whatever they want to do with it, then you're missing. That's why a lot of people get stuck at the in between. So yes, it is true. It is as simple as creating something once and selling it over again. You can create it, put it on your website or Etsy, whatever you choose, the platform you choose to use, and sell it over and over again. But at times you may want to come back and you want to update some things. So there are updates that go with this. There are other things that go with it as well. So to an extent that is true, but that is basically I would say today's technical term of what is a digital product. You actually create this product and you sell it over and over again to your customers. Now, the contrast between physical products, if you're in the crafting niche or if you're not in the crafting niche, if you have any type of hand-based business, that means that you physically create products with your hands, whether it be soaps, candles, t-shirts, tumblers, whatever. If you have a hand-based business, then the difference with digital is you're not necessarily using your hands to create those products. You're creating the actual products on the internet and they sell on the internet. So it's not like something you can ship out the door. This is a digital file. So that brings us to the next question. Well, what type of digital files or what type of files can you create? You can create craft patterns and templates. If you are a crafter like I was, I'll use myself for an example. When I first started crafting, I didn't know how to make an SVG. I didn't know what a design was. I saw people making money selling t-shirts and I was like, oh, I want to do that. So the first thing I did was, which was kind of backwards, I went and bought the equipment first. So I bought my Cricut first. And then I went to YouTube to watch how to use this Cricut. And then I'm like, oh, okay, you need all of this stuff. You need designs, you need t-shirts, you need a heat press. So then I started purchasing my other supplies to go along with that. But if you ever made any type of product and you had to buy an image or a template in order to create your product, You just purchased someone else's digital product, aka a digital file. That is all it is. So these, like this t-shirt that I'm wearing right now, if someone was to create this t-shirt, they would probably create the wording on this shirt and they will probably sell this online. So if I wanted to make a t-shirt just like this without having to create it, because I'm not a designer, I'm not good in Canva, I don't know what digital products are, I don't know how to use a Cricut yet, I'm just going to go to other people's website, or I'm going to go to Etsy and I'm going to say, hey, I want to get this exact image that you made and you're selling it for, you know, $2 or $3, and I'm going to purchase it. You give me the rights to be able to use it for personal use or commercial use, whatever rights. And I'm going to download it to my computer. I'm going to use it in my Cricut, and I'm going to cut it out, and I'm going to press it to a t-shirt, and I'm going to sell my final product to my customer. So those are what digital files are and templates are. If you created anything like party favors or things like that, if you had to buy a gamble box template, if you had to buy, you know, candle templates, those are templates. Things that we buy on a normal in the craft industry that, for me, I'll speak for myself right now, 4 years ago, it never crossed my mind like I could be doing the same thing. But what I did was the hard way. I created every single thing by hand. So every t-shirt order that I had, until I learned how to create it myself, I purchased it from someone else. And then as I got better, I learned how to create those files myself. You know, just pulling things from here and there off the internet that I saw, trial and error. I will always send it to my customer and get them to approve it first. And if they liked it, I printed it and I put it on a t-shirt. So those are type of craft patterns and templates that you create. SVG cut files, that's what I was just talking about. Printables, planners, trackers, gift tags. I'm talking about planners this week inside of the group. I actually dropped a free planner in the group last night. So it's uploaded in the file section, and it's also in the guide section for the free template. So if you haven't had a chance to download that one, feel free to use that one. But planners, trackers, and gift tags. So it's the same thing. If you go to Etsy and you say that I want a planner, or I want a gift tag or a tracker things that you can know people sell them so people could stay organized. Those sell all day, every day on Etsy. So that's another example. If you have like a travel, I have a sister that has a travel business. So if you have a travel group and you want to create a planner or a tracker for them on their destination while they're there, those are products that you can create. And next week, I'll tell you how to do it more easily if you're not into creating. Those are products that you can purchase from other people that are selling them. If they give you the rights to them with commercial rights, take it into Canva, or, you know, everybody's big on Canva, but Canva is not the only option for you to use to create digital products. You can use Microsoft Word, or you can use Google Docs. I use Google Docs a lot for a lot of my things. So you can use stuff like that to go in and create it or edit it. Sell it to your customer. Give it to your customer. If they're going on a destination to the Bahamas and they want to know, you know, I need a planner to stay organized while I'm on my trip. Those are perfect items that you can create. So tutorials and PDF ebooks. Ebooks are a good thing. I'll talk about this in another session. While we're in these Facebook groups and while we're online, take note of what people are asking for. A lot of times we scroll so fast through social media that we're not paying attention. Don't think about it like everybody is where you are in your business or in your journey. What shifted my mind frame was about 2-3 years ago. I had a business coach tell me, Jasmine, there are people coming up behind you that is wanting to know the information that you have and the information that you had to learn. So that shifted my whole mind frame. Like, every day there is somebody new that's going to have the idea, hey, I want to learn how to do this. Hey, I want to learn how to do that. Those are the people that you can target with your ebooks. If you have an ebook, 10 easy ways to create a SVG or start a t-shirt business or whatever it could be, whatever your industry is, whatever your niche is. This group is particularly for crafters, but if I have people in here that are in other industries, whether it be beauty, hair, nails, lashes, clothing, whatever it is, think about people that are coming behind you, that are wanting to get to the journey or the phase that you are now. They need to know this information. That is your ideas, or those are your ideas that you could create to sell online, and people are willing to pay for them if you have good information. Now, don't just get in there and just, the world of AI right now is just spoiling us, but don't just get in there and just put a whole bunch of stuff from AI in there and just sell it. No, people want to know the sauce. Give people the sauce. Give people the gems. Like, make them wow your customers. Make them get your product and say, wow, I didn't know she put all of this in here. I got a good head start. So that is another way with ebooks that you can sell. Those are another type of digital product. Mini courses. Now we're going up the ladder just a little bit. Mini courses take a little bit more time, but still the same concept. You take whatever you learn or whatever you know, and you just want to put it in kind of like mini, kind of like sessions. Now, these are, from my experience, are more of like video kind of recorded sessions, and then you want to package it all together, and it makes it look like, they go step by step. So if you're just beginning digital products, or you're just beginning to learn everything about this industry, and you're not ready for mini courses, I tell you, because a mini course for me could take me anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks to finish, depending on what I have going on in life, and actually creating the content, recording the videos, editing them, all of that. So mini courses would be a next step up. And then of course you have bundles. So I had to learn this the hard way as well. A lot of things that I was selling a couple years ago, I was selling piece by piece. But nowadays, just like how we go to Sam's versus Walmart, we go to Sam's because we're getting a better deal for a lot more. And that's what a lot of customers would like. They want a lot for the little. So think of bundles in your head if you're thinking about creating digital products as well. So those are types of digital products. And that's not even a complete list. I can go on for days, but I had to do me a outline. If not, I'll be talking to y'all forever. But that's just scratching the surface. Some of what I just listed are very easy and beginner friendly. So that's just scratching the surface of what type of digital products you can create. But that's just to name a few. So let's get into the why behind digital products as a crafter. So like I said in the beginning with my introduction, it saves me time. For those that work a full-time job, I'm not an advocate of you quitting your job, especially how high things are right now. If you have secured health insurance, we looked at health insurance and they wanted almost $200 some a month for insurance. So if you have something and you paying low cost, I'm not an advocate of you losing your benefits, your health, your vision, all of that, because entrepreneurship, everybody talks about the glitz and the glamour of it, the time freedom, or I get to do all I want to do. But a lot of people don't talk about the back end, the costly part of it. So, to each his own. If a person has found a way to not work a 9-to-5 job and they're able to do what they love on the side and love it, I'm with you. I'm trying to get there with you. But for those who are not in that space right now, it saves time. So just remember, like I said, up till 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, trying to finish orders and package orders and get them ready to ship, get them by the door so I don't forget them in the morning because I got to take them to the post office on my lunch break. That is my why, or why I switched to creating digital products. Now, I'm just going to tell y'all something. I really, really, really do not like to use the word digital products. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when I was first introduced to digital products, I was given the same kind of like talk. Digital products, digital product, digital products. If you're on the internet and you're scrolling, I know everybody, you may or may not, but I know a lot of people may see those ads and those reels come across your screen. Digital product, digital product, digital products. Why I do not like to use the word digital products? Because to a newbie, when I was there 3 years ago, I knew nothing what a digital product was. Like, you need to break this down ABC style for me. So I like to use words like digital files, or I like to tell you what I'm talking about. If I come in the group this week and I'm talking to y'all about planners, There's no need for me to keep telling you digital product. You know what I'm talking about, a planner. This group is about digital. So of course you can create planners in the physical format and sell them to your customers, but you'll be in the same boat of creating products, having to ship them, have them to do all this physical work, or you can just create the product and be able to give this customer a link and they can download it to their computer. Simple as that. So I don't like to use the word digital product. So if I do use it, I'm not trying to be confusing, but that's just the technical term for them. But I try to simplify it down for other people who were in my shoes a couple years ago who do not know what the heck I'm talking about. But now you know. It is just any type of product that you create and you sell it online and you give the person a link or a customer a link and they're able to download it instantly. They do not have to wait for you to ship it. They're not waiting for the postman. None of that. That's what digital products is. Right. So the benefits that made digital products a game changer for me, like I said, having the chance to create them once and sell them repeatedly. So any product that you sell, if you go to Etsy, that's what Etsy is. Etsy naturally is a search engine, but actually Etsy is a platform for people to sell their digital products on. Now you do have sellers on there that do sell physical items and they will ship them to you. But 9 out of 10 times, if you go to Etsy, you're finna see something and you purchase it, they're going to give you a link to download it to your computer or to your phone. So that's essentially what makes it a game changer. And it's another stream of income. In the crafting industry, we're used to creating products one by one, hand by hand, like I just explained to you guys, shipping them and all of that. We have to count in all of that. Your products, your time, your materials, your lights, your gas, all of that counts in, sort of like determining your expenses for your business. So having a laptop, having a cell phone, paying for Wi-Fi, and I'm able to take what I used to create and now create that online. That's why I love doing what I do. And that's why I like to teach others and talk to others about it, because I'm pretty sure, I know for a fact, there are several people in my shoes that are coming up in my shoes feeling the same way that I was feeling 3 years ago. This is becoming, I like the craft. I like what I do. I like to make things, but I really don't have the time. And let me just tell y'all, I have worked at jobs where we had 12-hour shifts. I worked at jobs where we had just 8-hour shifts. And it don't matter how long the shift is, if you have other obligations to get done, if you have a family, coming home, rushing through things, not really helping the kids with their homework, not seeing them through the night to get them in bed, just kind of like rush, I got to get this done. I got to get this done. I have an order. It will eventually become old. I promise you. Now, a lot of people may agree to disagree with that and may say, well, I love what I do. Okay. Everybody's different. But for me and my shoes, it got old to me. It got very old to me. So that's another reason why this is a game changer for me. Like I said, no shipping headaches or post office runs, no inventory. I did a video last month, I think. Me and my kids cleaned out my basement. That's where my office was. We threw out, and let me just tell you how I just wasted money. Let me tell you. We threw out, I know, hundreds of dollars of boxes that was in my basement, that has been in my basement for about 3 years now, from when I was selling sublimation blanks. We threw those out and put them on the side of the road because I'm no longer using them. That's just a waste of money now. It was taking up space. It was just down there sitting, collecting dust. But luckily somebody rode by and they got the boxes before the trash people came. So I was a blessing to whoever got those boxes. Nothing wrong with them. Still in the bundle from Uline. So no inventory. We cleaned out. I have so many sublimation blanks left over. I'm actually in the process of getting them up, putting them on Etsy this week to try to close them out. I'm tired of sublimation blanks. I'm tired of having to put sublimation ink in my printer. I'm tired of having to buy paper. I'm not here on a regular. I was recently on the road traveling back and forth. So if you know or you don't know, with sublimation, with the printer, if you're not printing on that printer regularly, your ink will clog up and mess up your printer. So Luckily, I'm home every week, but time I get home on that day, I had to come in and test print on my sublimation printer just to get the ink rolling so it won't clog up. I'm tired of that. So that's what I mean. Inventory, storage issues, lower startup costs than physical products. Like I said, with physical products, no matter what you make, whether it be t-shirts, tumblers, candles, whatever it is, it's going to have some physical products that you have to purchase, and that is counting into your inventory, into your space. So you need space for those materials. And so depending on what you're doing, like I started off with t-shirts with vinyl and my Cricut. I needed vinyl, I needed t-shirts, I needed a space for my heat press. I'll talk about that later. I needed all of that. So that took up space. You need space for all of that. If you're into sublimation, you need your heat press, you need your sublimation printer, you need your ink, your paper, all of that. So everything you do comes with products. But the difference with digital, like I said, if you have a laptop, I would suggest you to get you a USB drive, a laptop with good storage, Wi-Fi. That's about all that I use for real to create my products online, whether it be planners, templates, courses, anything. Like I said, work is done up front, no maintenance, and you can sell them while you sleep, while you at work, or doing other things. Not a thing with digital. You can put it on your website. You have to drive your traffic there. You can put it on Etsy. You still have to drive your traffic there. People have to know what you got. You just can't put it on your website or on Etsy and just say, ain't nobody buying from me. Why are you telling people what you have? And that goes back to the comments. When we're on social media, I think some of us, and I'm gonna talk for myself, we get into these social media and we go to scrolling and we get off track on what we need to be using social media for. Yeah, social media is fine to chat with your folks and talk with your folks and, check in with each other. But my purpose of using social media is to do that, but I'm also fishing. I like to call it fishing. I'm doing my homework. So when I'm on social media, I'm doing my homework and I'm looking for things. I'm looking for comments. I'm looking for questions that people are asking that that could be your possibly next idea for your product. So you create them, you add them to your website or to your Etsy store. You already put your link in it. So you can be on vacation, you can be at work, you can be asleep, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, somebody's scrolling for whatever it is that you created, and they find you and they say, oh, I like that. I need that. That would help me in my journey or my business or whatever I need that product for. They can purchase it at 3 o'clock in the morning, you sleep. So that's another reason why, my why behind I like digital products. So let's talk about the mindset. Like I was just speaking a little bit about the social media. So we're going to talk about the mindset of creating digital products as a crafter. So let me just check and make sure that we're still live, because I know Facebook will kick us off. All right, so one mindset shift that I had to make, I still make it. I'm not the type of person that be like, you need to do this. I'm gonna say, we need to do this, because I'm a work in progress as well. Recognizing that your knowledge has value. I know for a fact that there has been so many things that I have created and I undercharge for it. And nothing sucks more than you spilling all of your tea into something and you want to charge pennies for it. Granted, people can do their research market and find out what's the price margin of certain things. I do highly recommend that you do that. But we also have to learn how to stand on what they say, stand on business. We also have to learn how to stand on business and stand on our knowledge. I mean, if you have the sauce or you have the secret recipe on how to accomplish something, charge what it's worth. Undercharging for your worth is only hurting the industry. It's hurting the crafting industry. It's hurting the digital space industry, because what people are doing, and I have seen it. For an example, there was a course that was floating around about a year or two ago, and It had the rights and everything for people to be able to resell it. And the people that created the course, they actually, it was in the guidelines and in everything that you purchase, like you have to sell it for this price or whatever, whatnot. But not too long after, I get on Etsy. Now, this was I want to say it was $300 or $400 course. Not too long after that, I get on Etsy. I see people selling it for $100, a $99 product. That's first of all, you violated the creators' guidelines, and that was in their guidelines. And we'll talk about more on PLR and resale rights and stuff next week in next week's convo. But they violated the seller's rights, and now you have just watered down the value of that course. True enough, that course deserved every penny that they asked for. They asked $399. I'm an advocate. I say give them $399. I actually have the course myself. Help me to be able to do what I'm doing today. But if people start selling things for $1, $2, $3, of course you have people that's going to flock to you because people like stuff for the cheap. People want stuff for the free. But if you really want to start making money and you really want your business to grow, you cannot undercharge for your worth. So charge for your worth. That is a mindset thing that we all have to work on, because granted or not, there are people out there that's willing to pay you the coins for what you're asking for. You just have to find these people and they have to find you. All right. So like I said, realizing your skills that you already have and charge your worth for them. Your techniques, your shortcuts, your designs that you use. I have a mentor, Bessie, that I was just talking to before I got on the line, and I was just really talking to her about something that we're trying to work on, and I'm telling her how I do it every week. This is my schedule. This is how I'm able to get this done every week. And I'm telling her, like, okay, on this day I do this, on that day I do that, and blase. And she was like, oh my God, drop that in the group later on because that was so valuable and that was so helpful. I didn't know it was valuable and helpful. I'm just telling you what I do. That's exactly how you can sell your products and what you can put in your products. That's what people are looking for. They're looking for an easier route. They're looking for a shortcut. They don't want to have to go through what I did, buying a Cricut, buying the t-shirts and vinyl, buying a heat press, doing all of that. There's a simple way. Hey, did you know that you didn't have to buy all of those craft supplies to make custom t-shirts? Let me tell you a better way. All you have to do is buy my design right here that I created. I have it on my website. I have it on my Etsy store. Go download that digital file to your computer. Now, what you want to do is get on a print-on-demand site. A print-on-demand site, they already have the equipment, the heavy-duty equipment. They do multiple t-shirts a day. They don't have to press one t-shirt one by one. All you got to do, I'm giving you the rights to use it with a print-on-demand company. All you have to do is upload it to that company, tell them that you want it on whatever color shirt that they have. They're going to ship it to your customer for you. That's what people want to know. And all you have to do is charge X amount of dollars for the shirt, and the print-on-demand company is going to take a percentage out of what you charge. You get the rest, and you ain't did nothing but buy a design, upload it to a site, and now you done profited some money, and all you did was 30 minutes on your computer. That's what people are willing to buy. That's the tea that people want. So remember that. Now, overcoming some fears. I'm not tech savvy enough. You don't need to be a computer expert. I'm not a designer. I'm telling y'all now. I used to design t-shirts and stuff, but some of this stuff I don't have the patience for it. Like this AI, I'll play around with it, but I'm not an AI person, so I'm not going to sit up here for hours on top of hours creating AI images. And there are a lot of groups, and I'm not talking about these groups. I love to be in them. I like to see the inspiration. Mm-hmm. They upload these designs and they put them in the group. You can get them for free. I don't have the time to do that. So if I'm going to spend time on AI creating something, I'm going to put it on my product, or I'm going to bundle it and I'm going to sell it, and you can use it how you want to, but you don't have to be a computer expert. Like I said, next week, we're going to get into how to find these digital products in an easier way with the license and PLR. So we're going to talk about that next week. There is a smarter way. You don't have to create nothing. That planner I dropped in the group yesterday, I ain't create that planner, but I got the rights to give it to you guys. That's what I'm talking about. So that's how we finna start working in 2025. We're gonna work smarter, not harder. Now, my craft skills won't translate digitally. You have to show people an example. I created reels on my, I got a couple in the group or on my page. If you want to go take a look at them, I'm just on my computer. And what I did was I, what they call it, screen recorded my computer as I was designing my products on Etsy, or while I'm creating my content for the week. I'm showing you the calendar that I created in Canva. So all I'm doing is screen recording my screen, and I'm putting it on social media, and I'm telling you the process that I'm doing now. People want to see the process. If I'm talking to you guys right now and I'm telling you, yes, within the crafting industry, within the travel, beauty, hair, nails, whatever, there's a way for you to create these products and sell them online digitally and not have to touch a thing. People gonna be like, well, show me. I bet a lot of y'all might be saying that now. If y'all saying that now, put it in the comments. If y'all saying that now, put it in the comments. A lot of people gonna be like, well, show me. And the reason why I started these weekly convos on Wednesdays, because I had people were like, I don't understand it. Show me. That's what people want to, that's what people are willing to buy. And the last thing is the market is saturated. I've heard that. I've said that. The market is not saturated. Everybody has a unique way that they teach people, that they show people. I have seen countless of comments on other creators' pages or other products and stuff, and they be like, I like the way that you explained that. Or if I get into YouTube, we'll talk about that in another way to find, content or where to find how to create your products. When I get on YouTube, I'm on YouTube for a purpose. I ain't on YouTube all the time to be creating videos or to be watching. Sometimes I listen to it in the car, but I'm saying when I get on other people's platforms, I am there to engage. I am there to, help them out, answer questions where I can. I'm also fishing, y'all. I'm fishing. So I'm in their comments. I'm trying to see what people want to know. So I can find out my next idea. So if you're in the travel industry, get into some of these travel groups and see what people are asking. Where do I get a passport? How do I get my star ID? Questions like that. Whatever group or industry that you're in. Like I said, I'm talking directly to crafters right now, but this goes across the board. This fits any industry, any niche that you are in. You're going to do the same thing. Only thing difference, I'm talking about crafting, you talking about whatever it is that you do. That's the only difference. The market is not saturated. People are looking for people that can explain things to them, that can teach them in a better way, that have great bundles, things of that nature. So you have to find your space. This internet and social media is crazy. It's over millions of people on social media on a daily basis. So you can't just say, I post something one time and no one saw it, or I didn't get a sale. I'm speaking to myself too. You got to think about it. Somebody didn't see it. There is a whole live going on in this group right now, and it's inside of the group, but I can't get mad if I say, well, no one watched it. Well, did you talk about it? Did you tell people that you was going live? Did you post it more than one time, 2 times? Did you post it every single day for a whole 2 weeks to let people know, hey, I'm going live? So the market is not saturated. We have to find our space, and we have to find where we can fit in within our niche and with our industry so people can see us. We have to put ourselves out there so people can find us. So that's a mind shift thing. And that's another way you can expand your reach and your impact. Things I just mentioned. Those are some tips on getting started. Now, let's talk about how you can get started real quickly. So we're going to speed this up. Identify what others are willing to pay for. Techniques that you mastered, shortcuts that you discovered, and designs you created that get compliments. I had a cousin that tagged me in her post a couple weeks ago about a t-shirt that I made for her for Jamaica. Forgot all about I made the t-shirt, y'all. And she tagged me in, and I'm like, oh, it's still hanging in there. Oh, okay, I did good. Now, if I see someone in some of these SVG groups or these free cricket groups, and they're asking, hey, I had a customer that called me and said that their vinyl came off of their shirt. What am I to do? I could tell them, look, hey, girl, listen, what I do is I press my shirt for 10 to 15 seconds on the top, And then I turn it in on the inside out, and then I press it for another 15 to 20 seconds. Then when I get down there, I turn it back over and press it one more time to make sure everything is together. But if you would like, I wrote a whole ebook on the 10 steps that you need to know when starting your t-shirt business. It's available on my Etsy store, or it's available on my website. Here's the link if you would like to download it. So those are things that people are willing to know. So like I said, I'm talking about crafting, but this goes across the board. People are willing to know, especially the shortcuts. People want things that save them time and to make money faster. So if you can put both of those things into whatever you create, I'm pretty sure, and I guarantee you that you're going to have customers waiting on you to purchase your products. Now, tools that you already have that you can easily access. A smartphone camera for taking process photos. We all have done that. We take photos. I know all of us took some selfies, so we know what a smartphone is. Basic word processing software for instructions. Like I said, if you're not Canva, everybody's pushing Canva. Canva is not the only way that you can create products. Yeah, it is. It does. It makes the process easier because they have elements and fonts and all of that stuff that you can use in your product. But Canva's not the only way. If you just want to use a simple Microsoft Word document, or you can use a simple Google Docs document, that's the same thing. Like, it don't matter how you create it. It's what you're telling these people in your products, or you're giving them in your products, that's going to give them value. They want value for their money. Ain't nothing worse. Like, I order DoorDash and I get my food and it's cold and it's not what I ordered. I'm pissed off because I spent my hard-earned money. That's not the value that I wanted. That's not what I ordered. That's what people want. They want the value in what you get. It don't matter how you create it or what platform you use to create it. Give folks value. Give folks what they asking for. All right. And free and low-cost design tools. Like I said, Canva is definitely one. They do have a free option and they have a paid option. Paid option is like, I think I pay like $13 a month. Or you can pay for the year. That's less than some of the meals that we buy on a daily basis. If you going to lunch, you finna pay $10 for a meal. So if you feel like Canva is something that you can utilize and you're going to use it often, I highly suggest that you pay the $10 a month. Like I said, Google Docs. All of us have a Google account if you have a smartphone. And that Google has all type of apps, Google Slides. If you don't know how to work Canva to create videos or a mini course or a full-blown course, you don't have to use Canva. Use Google Slides, Google Docs. Same thing. You're just typing your information like you would do in Canva. Kind of a little bit more easier to me, but hey, Google Docs. Google has a ton of things. Go to your Google App Store or to your Google section on your phone and see what apps are already on your phone or what other apps you can download. So those, just to mention a couple of free of them. Choose your first simplest digital product to create. Now, like I mentioned a bunch of digital products in the beginning of this live. Do not get out there and say, I'm finna start doing all of them. Baby steps. Baby steps. I'm gonna tell you a very hurtful feeling. There's no hurtful feeling than you spending a week or two or a month or two on creating a product and no one buys it. So don't try to jump out there and do the big boy stuff, a full-blown course on how to create lashes or a lash tag. Start with your little mini guides or your, where to find your vendors list. Start with the baby steps first. Then you can build up, as you grow your audience and your customers and your email list. Then now you see what people are asking for and the things that they're wanting. Then you can start building up from there. So start with baby steps, templates and stuff like that. So just to bring this all together, we talked about several things today. I hopefully, like I said, you was able to gain some value from this video. If you were able to watch it, if you're going to watch it on the replay, just put replay in the chat so I know that you were able to gain some value from the video. Those are the main things that are the main reason why I switched to switch from physical crafting to creating digital files. I don't like products. I like digital files on the internet, because now I'm helping other people that's now coming up behind me that are wanting to learn these processes, wanting to learn how to do certain things. But there's no one, because I'm gonna tell you, I've just seen it, and I know for a fact I've had it done to me, especially in this craft world. When you ask how to do something, if anybody know the first thing that they're gonna tell you, I want you to just drop it in the comments. Or if you're not in crafting, if you have ever asked for help on how to create something or how to do something or anything like that, you need help. You're trying to get something done, you need help. Somebody put it in the comments. What's the first thing that they're gonna tell you? And I'm not even gonna say it. I'm just gonna wait for y'all to put it in the comments and see if you get it right. So that's the reason why I basically switched from crafting to physical to digital products. Low cost, doesn't take me all day. I have a schedule that I use. I create products on a weekly basis and I upload them to my website. I don't need all of the inventory. I don't need, because we purchased a bigger house, but now we getting closed in on this house because I done took up every room. I done took the living room, the basement, my kids' room, my closet. The only thing I can't get is the garage. My husband said I can't have it. So I was running out of space. I'm like, this ain't gonna work. Like, I can't buy another house. We here for 30 years. So I'm like, okay, this is not working for me anymore. So I got to find another way. And something that when I get off of work at 4 o'clock, I don't have to spend another 2 hours designing a t-shirt, another 45 minutes pressing it, another 20 minutes, getting it ready for shipment. Or if I'm coming in here making tumblers, I got to design this thing. I got to print it out. I got to put it in the oven to sublimate it. To each his own. If you love doing all of that, hey, this live is not for you. This topic is not for you. But I'm talking to the people that are wanting to know how to start creating digital products. What are digital products? How can they use them in their business? Like I said, this is not just a craft industry thing alone. This goes across so many. I promise you, get on Etsy today and you will see travel, beauty, hair tech. Anything that you need a social media template. You want to post a sale that you haven't, but you don't know how to create it in Canva. I bet you there are people on Etsy that's selling them right now in the bundle. 10 of them, you can buy them for $4.99 and you can create content for a whole week. That's why I love it. I wouldn't trade it. To each his own who is ever coming up that's doing physical crafts. I love to see people create the crafts. I don't jump on every craft train anymore. Like I said, I don't have time to buy the products nor run the Michaels and Hobby Lobby anymore. But I love to see everything that people create. I'm not a traditional type person, so I don't create, some of the favorite times of the year crafts anymore. That was another reason why I had to shift to another, way of making money online, because I don't do that. That's just my own personal reason and beliefs, but to each his own that does it. So that wraps up what digital products are for a crafter and what do they mean. Hopefully, like I said, you guys were able to take something away from this video. Hopefully you're able to have a aha moment of like, okay, now I understand what people are talking about when they say digital products. It's the same thing, whatever craft or whatever craft that you do. If you don't know how to design it, if you don't know how to make it, and you say, hey, I need someone to do this for me, or hey, someone submitted a picture to me, can you edit this picture and put it on the background so I can put it on a shirt? That's what you're essentially buying. They're doing the same thing that I'm talking about now. They're selling their files and stuff online. So next week's topic, like I said, we're going to talk about something that a lot of people be about. I'm getting out of that phase, like that gatekeeping, like don't talk about it. Listen, ain't no secret around here. Whatever's on the internet is for everybody. So ain't no need for me to hold nothing back from anybody, because I had a craft group. I mean, she's very amazing in her group. She posted something a couple of weeks ago and she said, there's no gatekeeping because half of the stuff that I'm talking about, people are not going to execute. So I felt like that was just a very, very good statement. Like, there is no reason for none of us to be kind of like gatekeeping or, I'm the only person that knows this. No, you're not. No, you're not. So Tell people what the business are. That's what people gonna pay you. That's how you get paid for not gatekeeping and being on the hush all the time. People want to know, like, what's the deal? Tell me how I can do this too. So we're gonna talk about that next week's convo here in the Facebook group at 12 p.m. We're gonna talk about that. What are some easier ways to create these digital products? Where can you get them from if you're not a designer? If you're not good with Canva, we're gonna go through websites, and I'm gonna show you all of that, how you can create these products for your own. So we'll talk about all of that, and we may get into where you can sell some platforms and stuff that you can sell your products on. So just a couple of updates. Like I said, your free first digital product is in the group under files. It's labeled the 2025 planner. Feel free to do whatever you're going to do with that planner. I would like to see what you did to it. So if you were able to edit it and create something different out of it, drop it in the group and let me see. I want to see what ideas you was able to come up with that planner. Feel free to use it. I'm giving you the rights to that planner. I have the rights to resell that planner. I'm giving you the rights. So you can actually download that planner and you can give it to somebody. You can sell it to somebody, do whatever you want to it. You have the right. So it's in the files and also in the guide section in the group. I kind of changed up the group a little bit. As you can see, I'm trying to make, I function on organization. If stuff is not organized, that's why I don't shop at Ross. That's why I don't go to TJ Maxx. I don't go to stores like that because it's too cluttered for me. Like, it's not organized. So I like organization. That's the only way I can function. So I created a guide section. So if you're new to this group or you're just joining, the way that you will find whatever it is that you're looking for, or any templates or anything that I give you for free, you're going to have to go up to the top of the search bar, or not the search bar, go to the top of the groups right above where you get ready to create a post. You're going to see a tab that says files, and you're going to see a tab that says guides. Those two tabs are going to be your BFF in this group because I'm going to keep everything organized. So whatever you're looking for is going to be there. Tomorrow, I'm dropping another post about the brunch. This is something else new that I'm going to be starting next Sunday. I think it's March the 16th, I believe. I'm hosting a free work with me brunch inside of the group. So we will be live again, except I won't be on camera looking at you. You will see my computer. You will see my computer and everything that I'm doing, and we're going to work together in creating whatever it is the topic of discussion for that brunch. So I'm asking for feedback. I'm asking for ideas. So that post is scheduled to post tomorrow. Under that post, drop your comments, whatever it is that you want to work together with. We're going to be working together on Sundays, creating that product. No gatekeeping. You're going to see everything on my computer. You're going to see how I do it. We're going to work together. So we're going to work together on Sunday on that. So drop the comment tomorrow when it posts what it is that you're working with. Now, this week's topic is going to be journals and planners, because I did have a friend that wanted to learn more about journals and planners. So that's why we're talking about journals and planners this week in the group. So Sunday is going to be creating a journal planner, and whatever the most votes is on that, or comments under that post for tomorrow, I'm going to drop free templates. Now, how these templates work is you got to comment and tell me what it is you want. I don't know what you want unless you tell me. So I have a computer load of files I can give you guys. I just got to know what you want. Do you want motivational journals? Do you want prayer journals? Do you want travel journals? What do you want? We'll create them Sunday based off what you guys tell me in the comments. I'm going to drop those files. I'm going to give you the images. I'm going to give you the planner templates or journal templates. I'm going to give you everything that you need. So when you get on live with me Sunday, all you got to do is upload them to your computer, and I'll walk you through how to do that. And we're going to work together. I'm going to show you, like, hey, edit this. This is how you're going to change this. We're going to work together, and you're going to complete your product in that day, hopefully. So how that works is on Saturday night, I will drop the files in the group. I'm not dropping them until 24 hours before. So I'll drop the files in the group Saturday night. That way I'll let you know. So, or if you hear this, you'll know, go to the group on Saturday evenings. That's where I will drop the files based on what everybody wants to work on. You will download them to your computer. So when we get together on Sunday at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, You'll already have all of your files downloaded. Now we're going to work together. We're going to upload them into Canva, and we're going to work together in Canva and create whatever the topic is that had the most comments or votes. We're going to create that together in Canva. So that will drop. Like I said, we're talking about planners and journals this week. A YouTube tutorial is coming out Thursday. It will be available at midnight on Thursday on my YouTube channel. So I'm not sure if I have my YouTube channel pinned to the group, but if not, I'll do that later today. That's going to be a complete full tutorial. Now, I don't know how many of those full tutorials I can do, y'all. I'm still new to the YouTube thing. And baby, when I tell you Monday, it took me a whole 12 hours to edit that doggone video. So I don't know how many more full tutorials I'm going to do. I may have to chop them up, but that is a full tutorial. And what I did was I did a motivational planner, but you can still use it as a journal because it gives you motivational prompts. I showed you everything in that video from beginning to the end, where I got everything, even to how I'm going to download this and sell it to my customer. That's a full tutorial. I don't know how many more I'm going to do that. So when that drops, watch that tutorial throughout the weekend, get your mind ready, download the files on Saturday, meet me on Sunday here at 2 p.m. and we're going to work together and create that, whatever planner or journal of whoever wants to do what. So we'll do that on Sunday. That's basically about all. Like I said, if you was able to catch this on the replay, just put replay in the chat for me. Guys, we gotta start supporting each other. Like, this is all new to me. Like, this whole group, all of this live stuff, I ain't used to do this, but I'm coming out of my comfort zone, and I'm hoping to push other people out of your comfort zone, because this is the way for people to get to know us if we show up and we tell people what we got going on. So this will be in the group under the guide section, under the tutorial section. Under the live section. Like I said, it's available until July when Facebook starts deleting them. So catch the replay if you can. Check the group tomorrow for the post. The YouTube video is coming out on Thursday. I'll drop the templates on Saturday. I'll meet you guys back here on Sunday for our first ever working brunch session, creating these journals and planners. But if there are any questions, let me see. I don't have any questions, I don't think. Let me just make sure. Let me refresh and make sure I don't have anyone that has any questions before I go be productive today. All right. Well, I don't have any questions, but like I said, if you all have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments, and I get notifications, so I'll be able to answer your questions. But until the next time, guys, I'll see you guys next Wednesday here on the Facebook group, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, for our lunch convo. With topic of discussion is going to be, I'll drop it in the group. I have to get it together. And if not, I'll see you guys Sunday. Y'all have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your work day. If you're at work, be productive. Be productive for me, because I ain't doing nothing. But I'll see you guys later. Bye.